manufacturing chemist to the medical profession since 1858, brings you Academy Award. The pictures, the players, the techniques and skills which have won or been nominated for the coveted awards granted each year by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to each in his field for outstanding achievement. The House of Squibb, makers of the great family of Squibb medicinal products, brings you Paramount's hit picture, Arise My Love, which won the 1940 Academy Award for the year's Best Original Story. As our star today, we are happy to present Mr. Ray Milland, who, as Best Actor of the Year, won the 1945...
Excellency, and again I thank you from the bottom of an overflowing heart.
For nada. It is nothing,
Oh,
nothing.
come, darling. The car is waiting.
Goodbye.
They say shut down 19 of our planes.
Eh? Oh, yes. A very good pilot.
He forgot something. A letter. Addressed to you. His last will and testament, I think.
No harm in reading it, eh? What a man will write when he is about to die. Finally, I direct that there shall be no